On this week's episode, we talk about a ballad of songbirds and snakes.
The pop culture news.
So it took me a minute, but I finally remembered that the title of the new Hunger Games movie is A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and not A Song of Ice and Fire and all the other.
It's actually Song of Ice and Fire. Isn't that a Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Hunger Games, the Ballad of the Song of Snakes.
Oh,
I
no.
got it wrong. But it has Hunger Games on the name.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. It's the new Hunger Games prequel.
So, what's your thought? I have really feelings for it. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, there are a lot of movies, prequels, sequels, reboots. They're like, we didn't really need that. And after leaving the theater, I still feel like we didn't really need that.
Okay.
There's like a relationship that's the crux of the whole story, and I just never really bought it. There's a few plot holes. There were some things that were really cool to see, that were very interesting. They were like the beginnings of some cool world building and character development, but at the end of the day, I wasn't really blown away enough for like to really be impressed by yet another like a Hollywood, let's make another movie that's part of a successful franchise.
And correct me if I'm wrong, there's no book source material for this, right?
That is my understanding. I could be wrong. Oh, I will say this though. Stanley Tucci, best part of the whole movie.
Whoa, it's not him. That's
How is it not him?
No, it's not.
Oh, is it the guy who looks
the
just like him?
Stanley Tucci is the guy on the Jennifer Lawrence ones.
Yeah, I know.
That guy is a Coppola. What's his name?
Oh,
Jason Reitman. No.
Yeah, no, he's the one. Okay, well,
yeah,
okay.
He's Coppola's nephew.
Yeah, okay.
He's all Wes Anderson movie. You see him a lot.
Yep.
He's on a Ted Danson show. He has a show with Ted Danson, like Spy HBO. It's kind of an noir comedy. It's
cool.
Detective.
Okay,
it's
so he's
funny.
So Wish.com Stanley Tucci. Whatever.
Wow.
His character, Mr. Flickerman, fantastic. I Wish.com, that was harsh.
Let's see. Probably his first movie with that we need to see. I mean, you need to see. I need to see. Jason Schwartzman.
Okay. Yeah, I don't feel bad about that. He looks exactly like a young Stanley Tucci.
Okay. Oh, Stanley Tucci likes a lot like a no Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah.
The point is, that character, fantastic. Delighted every time he was on screen.
No, he was so good that some of the jokes I was about to say, he says right before I say it, because, it's part of his comedy. It was like with the drones, like these drones don't look very well, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, these drones suck. Anyways, there's drones in the movie. Sorry, I guess they're in the trailers. No, anyways. So
it's not that big a
what
spoiler.
else you wanted to say about the movie? Because I have feelings.
Do you have Rachel Zegler's fake Southern accent? I'm always offended by fake Southern accents.
I couldn't, not that I couldn't care, but I couldn't really notice. Was that strong?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a fake Southern accent because of course District 12 is like Appalachia.
A question about the books. You read the books, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's been a very long time.
Is that our world? Is that Earth? So is that the United States?
Yeah.
Okay. So where would be District 12? You said would be
Appalachia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would be the capital?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
Like I said, it's been a very long time.
New York or
and
LA?
it is kept kind of vague. In the movies, though, they kind of lean into the whole Appalachia thing. Besides the whole they mine coal and all that, which is like very much a West Virginia thing. Because they shot in like North Carolina and Georgia, it kind of added to the whole District 12 being Appalachia. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So fake Southern accent will always really annoy me. Like borderline offensive, but yeah, so like it got close to some stuff, and yeah, I could go on, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
I'm curious about your
not
feelings.
spoiling anything. I need to ask some questions since you read the books.
Oh boy.
First of all, this franchise was written for young teenage girls, right?
I don't know if it is young adult fiction. I don't know if it was written for young teenage girls per se, although the main character is a girl. So So maybe, but for teenagers.
Other thing, do they talk about the war on the original books?
Yeah, that's kind of the origin of this whole arrangement, like the capital and then demanding tribute.
What was the war?
It was some kind of civil war. Again, it's been a very long time
Civil war.
since I read them, but yeah, it was some kind of uprising, civil war
Okay.
type situation. The capital won, and that's why there's so much poverty in the other districts, because they
exploit the other.
Yeah, the capital it exploits them for all their resources. They get just enough to keep functioning, and then of course they have to send tributes to the Hunger Games.
Okay. Well, my first beef with the movie is and in the trailer I was hoping that I was wrong, and it turned out that I wasn't.
You're not often wrong.
But my first beef with the movie is, I mean, spoiling, not spoiling, it's stuck. It stick to the formula. It's a Hunger Games movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's Hunger Games there.
Mm-hmm.
Since this is a prequel in a relatively distant past, I would think they would go to the war, right? Deal with the war. And they start the movie, it's like, it's the end of the war. There's no there's no characters that are part of the war that are important to this movie. There's like one of the main characters show up for, I don't know, 3 seconds. So my first beef is that. Analyzing the movie as a prequel that is. So this movie is the origin story, and that's another problem with we talk about this like all the time, but it's a deep problem with culture that villains are, humanified. We have empathy and even pity for the villains, and not necessarily every single villain. Like villains are villains for a reason. Is the archetype good and evil? So evil has represented there. If the evil is not there, it's only good. You either don't have a story or have a mediocre story, and it happens all the time, or you're trying to send a wrong message, or trying to send a wrong message to readers, viewers, audiences everywhere. Anyways, so this movie is the origin story about the villain, Snow, right? He's probably let me put it this way: the girl is not on the original books, right? Or the movies. Okay, so it's about him. So we know he's gonna go bad. He's gonna be the bad guy. And let me compare it to Star Wars. So we have Darth Vader, one of the most famous, most iconic villains on pop culture history. He was loved or hated or feared. He was the quintessence of villainy, right?
There you go. Yeah.
So, and of course, in Empire Strikes Back, I guess if you didn't see Empire Strikes Back, here goes. He reveals to be Luke Skywalker's father, so it's a family matter. So all that together, people say, what the heck happened to Luke's dad? Why he went that way? We want to know that story. They talk about Clone Wars, so go back to tell this iconic villain story on the prequels. Let it sit for 30 plus years, because between the original trilogy and the prequels, it wasn't like 5-10 years like this one. It was like 30 plus years. So he was right iconic. So let's review what happens to Darth Vader. It took them 3 movies, a lot going on, from being a nice, cute, hopeful, joyful little boy to fall for his mistakes, for being in love and being afraid, fear of being in love, making all sorts of wrong decisions, and he became a villain with a big war in the background, right? The Clone Wars, devastating the galaxy, splitting the galaxy in 2. So there you have it. Hated or love it. The prequels do an excellent job about Darth Vader. Some people complain about how whiny and Anakin might be, but it's like it's if he was lovable and becomes bad at the end, It would not make sense. He had to be, you had to find his flaws.
There has to be a process from like sweet little boy to Darth Vader.
Exactly. So one of the problems I found with this, the main problem with this movie is Jon Snow. No, Lorenzo Snow. No. Coriolanus.
There we go.
Snow. He was not that great of a villain to deserve an origin movie for himself. Do you think? Do you agree? I mean, in the movies.
Maybe not in the movies. In the books, and again, it's been a very long time since I've read or watched these. He is a pretty compelling.
Yeah.
He is a pretty compelling villain. Maybe more so in the books. It was an interesting choice to go back and give like him in particular an origin story.
They use one phrase in the trailers that I assume is from the original movie. They assume it's from the books. That's like "love will kill you" or something like that.
Yeah, what you love will destroy you, or something like that.
Yeah. Which is it's funny because Yoda does say something like that in episode 3. It's like, let go of everything you fear to lose. Right?
Yeah.
Attachments, love, and it causes Anakin's destruction.
It's true.
Because the fear of losing that love. Anyways, back to the Hunger Games. So there's that. Personally, I feel like, I thought Donald Sutherland did a terrific job as a villain. But on that universe, it seemed like he was a piece on that gigantic chess game that had power, but he was not. I don't know. I don't feel like he was a villain as the Emperor or Vader.
Oh no!
You know.
Yeah.
But let's make a movie for this guy. So they made a movie for this guy, and it's there's some things that are outer story, the extra film, like Jennifer Lawrence, wherever she comes from, you're not gonna find Jennifer Lawrence's all the time. And she was the star of that movie.
Oh, you mean like as an actress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she was the star of that movie. She made the movie compelling. People loved her, and people loved the movies because of the books, of course. But she helped. I didn't read the books. I went to see because it looked interesting, and then and she makes the movie with Josh Hutcherson, whatever, on the side.
Josh Hutcherson, yeah.
But and of course all the supporting cast. This one I didn't feel like either Snow or Katya. No, it was like Katya. What was her name?
Lucy Gray.
Lucy Gray. I didn't feel like. First of all, from the get-go, if you saw the other movies or read the books, or if you don't live on the rock, he's the bad guy, and he's going to be a bad guy. So I don't feel like they even try to make him likable or empathy. Or if they did a terrible job.
Well, I think they maybe started out that way, but...
Yeah.
I mean, the first time we meet him, and this is in the trailer, like, we see him as a little boy, like, struggling to survive this massive war. So, like, we see his trauma, we see his struggles, we see his love for his family.
Yeah, but knowing that he's gonna be the bad guy, like balancing too,
I don't think. Because like the example you just brought up, like when we meet little Anakin in Phantom Menace, we know exactly who he's going to be, but I still loved that little kid, and was like hoping for him and rooting for him. So I think with good, granted, it's maybe not fair to compare most things Anakin to something as big as Star Wars, but like. I'm saying, like, it's possible to write a villain origin story that would just break your heart and be like, wow, look at this person who was so good and so much potential, and like, oh.
So that this movie had this effect on you?
No, it didn't.
Okay.
I'm saying you can do that.
Yes.
This one didn't quite do
exactly.
it. And his descent, like, it was kind of confusing. Like,
he was never talking about descent. It's like he was never up there. I feel like he was kind of in the middle.
Yeah. Especially like he was making some choices. It wasn't great.
So there's that. So the actors, they were not bad. I just don't think they were like Jennifer Lawrence quality, because it turns out she would become a superstar after that.
Yeah. And there's only so much an actor can do with a mediocre script, which I realize is very harsh, but something I will like.
You heard it first, guys.
I will die on this hill.
Mediocre script.
A movie can overcome poor acting, poor effects, low production value, all the rest, but it's really hard to get past a bad screenplay, and this screenplay wasn't fantastic.
Yeah. Well, first, another thing, they try to do everything. They try to do the origin story, and they try to do a Hunger Games movie, and they do a post like almost an hour after the end of the Hunger Games, which is like it makes the movie too long. And if too long maybe is not the word, the third act, it's kind of a mess because it's I feel like his motivations go from black to white. I mean, from night to day. His decision is like, what the heck this guy's doing? It's like,
yeah, it got hard to follow. Like, we're supposed to, at the beginning, it's like, okay, this is like he's extremely bright and intelligent and is able to like manipulate the system, and he's got a long game in mind. But then at the end, like, he's kind of like all over the place. Like, does he love her? Does he love his family? Is he rooting for himself? Is he trying to protect? Is he trying to like betray? Like, what? It gets kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it's like the writers is like, okay, he's the bad guy. We have to make him bad. Hurry up. And they like hush in ways that things don't make sense for the audience. Things don't make sense for the characters. And let me put it this way. I don't think, and I hope they're not trying to make a franchise out of this. Because, well, first of all, the theater was empty.
Granted, this was like Thursday afternoon.
That's true.
So it's not really fair to judge that. Because it's not like a holiday or anything.
That's true. But not only because of the numbers, but okay, it was a nice spin-off. That's it. Even though there's a mystery at the end, and mysteries. Oh, I like that line from Peter Dinklage. And mysteries, what kill people? How is it? People kill you. People mysteries. Yeah. But and there's that. We don't know what happened to a certain someone, but it's like, okay, that's fine. He became the bad guy. What else can they do? That's gonna, Anyways.
Yeah, it was interesting. Peter Dinklage and Viola Davis both naturally turned in stellar performances. Yeah. But it wasn't quite enough.
Oh, they were like tertiary characters. They're important, but they not really there. Probably shot there in a week or so. But yeah.
But yeah, for me the biggest loss and the biggest waste was like just this relationship that's like everything is supposedly like revolves around this relationship between him and Lucy Gray, but like it just doesn't make sense. It's never really totally believable. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they were close. They were close to something that could have been really cool, and there were cool moments. Like, it is a very interesting and compelling world.
It's fun.
The whole idea of like a cabin, like just the aesthetic of the districts. Like, they really leaned into like old Soviet aesthetics and things, and like some futurism, and there's a lot of potential, a lot of really cool stuff happening, and I feel like they just didn't quite hit the mark.
Yeah, and there's some stuff that they're like so vague and so like there's a moment that there's an explosion. You might notice it or not, and who did the explosion? It's like, it's so vague. It's like they mention who did it, but it's like we never hear of them after. We never seen them. We never meet them. It's like I don't know. I felt a little bit of hushed, but anyways, it's fun. If you saw the original movies, or read the original books, or read a book that is based on, I don't know if it is. You should go see it. But be warned, because it's.
I think you could stream this one.
Stream. That's right. Yeah, it's right. Watch on stream. But yeah, Rachel Ziegler's there. She She sings.
The girl can sing.
The guy.
As irksome as a fake accent is, fake Southern accent is, she can sing.
And yeah, Hunger Games. This ballad song of spiders and monkeys, whatever it's called.
Yeah. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's available everywhere in theaters. It's if you want to go check. If not, this should be soon coming to a streaming near you.
That was a prequel. We also enjoyed a sequel.
Oh, and this one was a hit. It was, yeah. It was. We're gonna talk about numbers after, but this one was very successful. It's loved by young adults and old kids everywhere. And it is a Good Burger 2. Welcome to Good Burger. How does it go? Home of the Good Burger.
Yeah, welcome to the Good Burger. Home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order, please?
I don't think he says please, does he? No.
Oh, maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
Anyways, Kenan and Kel, the Nickelodeon superstars that made a movie back in the 26 years ago, so in the 90s.
Yeah.
About a burger joint in West Covina, California, where they served, burgers, fries,
strawberry shakes.
And it has to compete with a mega corporation. Are back on the sequel, which basically has the same plot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This there was nothing like. This is it's a nostalgia fest. That's what it is.
Oh, it's
a lot of nostalgia, a lot of inside jokes.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend. Oh my gosh, the cameos. There are so many.
Yeah.
Definitely the two of them being like, look at all my friends.
Yes.
I have so many.
Yeah, they call everybody on their phones.
Yeah.
Phone books.
But it was very fun. I definitely recommend watching Good Burger like right before this.
Oh yeah.
Just to refresh, because there are so many like little jokes and references and things like that, and it was very fun. Our kids enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
Funny, entertaining. They sing, they dance. The whole gang is there, and even the little animation burger.
Yeah. They checked all the boxes.
Yeah, no, it was funny. The plot is basically the same in this case. The sister of the original villain, who was a villain, there's nothing to abone or to justify or empathize with.
That's true.
He's he was
just a douchebag. Yeah.
This one, Gillian Bell, is that name? Gillian. We just saw a movie.
We just watched the movie with her, and all I can remember is Jillian. Sorry.
Gillian Brittany. Oh no, that's another movie. Gillian Bell. Okay.
Oh, good job, babe.
She's the villain, and she's interesting because that guy that is her brother-in-law in the movie saw today. It was her assistant or worked with her.
Yeah.
Henchman.
Her security guy.
Anyways, Rel. And of course, because we live in the age of AI, there's like robots and stuff. So it's fun. It's funny. If you love the first one, you're gonna like this one. If you didn't love the first one, you didn't see the first one. You should see it, and then you're gonna love it and watch this one. Good Burger 2. It's available on Paramount Plus. It's on a Paramount Plus exclusive, and you should check.
It actually debuted as their #1 most watched original film.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's
well done, guys.
Because that's people, nostalgia, family, funny. Two guys that it's like every time we see them, it's like crazy adventures and fun times,
shenanigans, malarkey, hijinks.
So it debuted really well. You should go see it. We cannot stop recommending Good Burger 2. Good Burger 1 is Good Burger is also available on Paramount. So you can do a marathon.
Yeah, do a marathon.
Yeah.
Is Arby's still doing their Good Burger 2 special?
Yeah, well, at least last time we stopped by, they had a good burger. Burger.
Yeah.
Arby's.
It was a combo. It comes with a strawberry shake and
which is irony because Arby's is not known for their burgers.
They're not. But they do have the meats.
Yes,
so,
that's
and they
true.
did
but I mean,
the
other burger joints could do this, but they didn't because they are the mega corporations against the good bird.
Yeah, no, it all tracks. It all lines up.
Anyways.
Okay, we watched another shenanigan, hijinks, malarkey-filled friendship comedy this week called Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain.
Yes. It's coming of age except they are 30.
Yeah.
Which makes it
They're
even
a little
funnier.
late to the show.
Yeah. It's even funnier. Three friends that know each other since they were little kids and live together. They live together, right?
Yeah.
They work together. And there's this treasure. And there's Conan, which is an American treasure.
Isn't he though?
It's funny. 3 writers of SNL. They were so is Conan actually 4.
Right, I always forget that.
And they have all the people from SNL popping, and it was funny.
Yeah.
I can't remember the ratings. There might be 1 or 2 jokes that would make it R.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably R.
But it was really funny.
It was funny. Not one that I'm like super eager to watch again, but it gave us some good laughs.
Yeah.
This is one that I think gets better the later at night you watch it.
What?
It's definitely that kind of humor. Like when you're when you're feeling like silly, loopy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you need chemical help to watch movies.
I didn't say chemical help. I just say like it's funny
I'm
when
talking
you're...
about the chemicals of your body.
It's
your body
funnier when
changes
you're
it.
like... I think it's the kind of thing that's like funnier when you're sleepy. Like if it was the middle of the
When
day...
you're sleepy?
Yeah. This isn't a thing for you. Like it's the whole thing with slumber parties. Like you're not actually doing anything terribly exciting or fun, but it's the middle of the night, and so everything comes
one of my slumber parties.
Hysterical. I guess not. The point is, it's fine. It'll be funnier if you watch it late at night.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It has egos, and as John Fadiman once said, egos are better than egos.
Oh no.
No, very talented people. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they all 3 wrote the movie, and they starred the movie. I think someone else directed.
That sounds right.
But it's definitely one you should check. This is more adult. It's not for the whole family.
No.
But there's a scene where there's a penis flying. But
yeah.
Anyways, treasure. Please don't destroy
the treasure of Foggy Mountain.
The treasure of Foggy Mountain. Detail is not please don't destroy the treasure of Foggy Mountain. It's please don't destroy the treasure of Foggy Mountain.
Yeah.
It's available on what is it? Peacock.
That sounds right.
Peacock?
I don't remember.
Peacock. Let's say it's Peacock.
Okay.
If it's not, you check your local listings.
Send us local listings.
Anyway, what else?
Tell me you're over 35 without telling me you're over 35.
Let's see. What else? That's all I saw, right?
Yeah, that's what we saw. Some other numbers. Adam Sandler debuted a new Netflix film. It's an animated film called Leo. Our kids are quite excited to see it.
We do want to see it too. We're probably going to see it tomorrow.
Okay.
And talk about next week.
But it's Netflix's biggest animated film debut.
Yeah, Netflix is. Thank Netflix for Adam Sandler and thank Adam Sandler for Netflix. They work together and give us good content.
They really have.
Yeah, and he's one of the people that taking advantage of on this whole moment of streaming theater TV. He's like whatever. He joined the wagon. Jumped the wagon and he's taking advantage and of course the Netflix is profiting of that, so everybody wins and the audiences win too.
And he's made some of my favorite Adam Sandler stuff. I think is what he's done for Netflix. Like, was it Murder Mystery?
Yeah,
those two so funny, so good.
Yeah.
You're So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah.
His daughters.
Such a beautiful film.
Yeah.
Hysterical. I cried.
Hustle,
so good.
The basketball.
Yes.
Movie.
Okay, that one. I
Really
couldn't remember if that was Netflix, but yeah.
Yeah, it was Netflix.
That one's
very,
very good.
Everything he's done lately has been Netflix.
Yeah.
No, he did the third Hotel Transylvania. I think it was that was before Netflix. But everything else is there, and it's successful. It's good for everybody.
Yeah, it really is. I'll stand by that. I think some of his best stuff has come from this Netflix deal. So I'm very much looking forward to that. On the flip side, Disney's latest release, Wish, which is supposed to celebrate its 100th anniversary, has been a massive flop.
Yeah, I didn't put the number right.
No.
But it was the
no
worst,
number.
one of the worst openings for Disney animated movie, and yeah, I don't know if it was. You can't blame on marketing because it's freaking Disney. It's a ginormous corporation.
Yeah.
You can't blame on I don't know. To be honest, I asked who the girl was, and you know I wanted.
No, it's a new story. It's
no,
not.
No, the girl, the
oh,
voice.
the actress.
Yeah.
But they do that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not always like big names voicing the princesses or voicing the main characters.
That's true.
Sometimes they are, but
besides Aziz Bazad, what was his name?
I'm gonna need a lot more.
From
oh, Idina Menzel. Yeah,
but Idina Menzel. She was famous singer from Broadway.
Yeah,
right?
but that's Frozen.
But they had Anna.
But like, yeah, Kristen Bell did
Anna.
Yeah, but that was Frozen. But I mean, like most of the other like Disney greats, like I don't think anybody knew who Jodie Bennett was.
True.
Necessarily, I could be wrong.
But I'm talking about the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Voice actors.
Was Annika Nani Rose a big deal before?
Who was that?
Yeah, exactly. She's the voice of Tiana.
Oh, but that was
Princess and the Frog. Ago, right? It was not.
Anyways, but yeah, so it flopped.
And they've got Chris Pine as the king.
Yes.
So
some people are blaming the story, saying that the trailer doesn't convey how the story properly. But again, Disney is going through so much of the problems that I don't think a trailer would kill a movie, unless the trailer would be really. I guess a trailer could be really bad.
I think there hasn't been like a lot of marketing per se. Like I don't know if there was like a Happy Meal toy. Disney. Oh no, there isn't a Happy Meal toy. We've seen some stuff at Walmart, some merchandise. Our girls are very interested in it. The aesthetic is great. They like the dolls and stuff that we've seen. But yeah, there hasn't been a lot of hype, and I think their whole quantity over quality thing is again coming back to bite them. Like this is the umpteenth Disney movie this year, and like none of them have been good.
Yeah.
So.
But don't worry, they're gonna make a Frozen 3, Frozen 4, Toy Story 5, Inside Out 6. No,
that was just 2.
That's 2. But they're gonna invest heavy on the sequels. But hey, they did that to Lightyear. It sucked. So they better watch out for quality. Then we're gonna talk about that. But yeah. But if you want to go watch Wish, history of this anarcho-communist girl that wants to equalize everything on the realm.
Actually, the reviews I've heard have said like the movie was just fine, partly because they stayed away from anything even resembling an agenda. It's just a really straightforward story. It's not terribly great, but it's also not like super bad. So which is the best that I've heard about it.
So would technically she be a princess?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. So about Disney, it was Bob Iger was on the news this week. He was talking about how he will retire in 2026. He will not renew his contract.
Yeah.
We'll see, because he said that last time he came back. He was also
at this point it would just be like a glutton for punishment.
The funniest thing, he was blaming the flops on the lack of executives on the set of the movies.
Has anybody said that ever? You know what this movie needs? More suits, more bean counters, more businessmen telling us how to tell a story.
And the whole mess, the whole woke agenda garbage. A lot of times, if not all the time, in those mega corporations come from above. You know, it comes from what the king does.
Decrees.
It comes from decree. You know, and even though a filmmaker might not say, no, I don't want to put a character like that. My story is not that. So no, you have to, because it's the rule of the company, and also the Academy is pushing for that, right? Oh, you have to have this specific number of checklists on the agenda for a movie to be nominated. So suits in the set not help for many reasons for that.
I can assure you this was not the problem.
For creativity. So he was talking about that. But anyways, on the past week, FCC filing was revealed to show that Disney is aware and is preoccupied about the flops. They're losing money. And there's even, I can't remember if it was in the filings or if it was some commentators saying that the invisible hand the Adam Smith talks about, they are aware of the invisible hand, and they losing, and they will put a break on the woke garbage agenda, and will try to go back to conservative values. We'll see, because
Yeah.
But if it happens, good. But again, they're gonna there's a problem, because there's still residues of that infection of that disease, and then they come bringing remakes of classic properties of beloved franchises, and if they put a little bit, it's enough to, so we'll see what happens. But it's Vox Populi, Vox Day. The people, it's like, I don't like this. You might not hear everywhere, but it reflects on, I'm not gonna go watch this, and then have flop. That's how people speak, by what they buy, what they consume. And they better watch out, because people are watching. Actually, people are not watching. Is that problem? Anyways,
there is no substitute for good storytelling. You can put any kind of label or brand or anything on it. If you're not telling compelling stories in compelling ways, like, it's just gonna fall apart. And anyway, let's just keep going on our whole rag on Disney party. So Marvel Studios, it was rumored that they were gonna. This is your thing. Silver Surfer. What were they going to do to Silver Surfer?
Well, it's not my thing. It was all over the news this week.
Well, yeah.
That Marvel, the Silver Surfer, well, the Fantastic Four movie, it sounds really bad already. Because Suricha's gonna be the lead, and she's a very important character. She's the main character. But to say that she's the lead, you're putting Reed in second. If you say she's a co-lead, if they both leading together, it makes sense. It's a family, it's a couple, it's a team, fine. But when they said she's the lead, so they're already changing the characters. And there's a lot of rumors that a lot of people passed on the role of Reed Richards because of that. Anyways, besides that, there's a new recent rumor that Silver Surfer, Norrin Rad, the I can't remember his planet, but the character from the comic books, that he's you have the big boss and he sends someone in front. What's it called? The guy that goes in front,
like an emissary, a herald.
Herald, yeah. I think that's the word. I think that's. Yeah. He's the herald of Galactus.
Yeah.
Is going to be a woman.
Which, like, okay, I am all about, like, let's give us better, like, female characters. Let's give us, like, strong and Bechdel tests and all that stuff. But, like, we don't have to take the men and make them women. That doesn't accomplish anything except make the fanboys angry and, like... And maybe tell stories about, like, the female characters that already exist.
And it's not like we hate female characters. We love female characters.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the Captain Marvel, the Marvel's effect. They make these drastic changes to a character, make the character a woman.
Is it for good storytelling, or is it for box checking?
Developed, and then men don't go watch the movie because some ways
men hate women,
because they tell us that men hate women, and then and men make those movies. By make, I mean they pay to go watch those movies, so men don't go watch those movies, and then women don't go watch those movies too, and then they go and blame men, and then the cycle restarts. Anyways, it's yeah.
I'm just really skeptical that they could do that. And if they want to do a female-led movie, like, then maybe let's write, like, a really good story about some of the female characters within Marvel.
There's some really bad movies. Like, there's a movie with Jennifer Garner. It's called Elektra. It's considered bad by most people, if not everybody.
It wasn't great.
But there's nothing about her character, nothing about the actress. is not about her, not about being a woman. It's not about the character or the actress. The movie is bad.
Right.
Right now, the problem is because they have to make this, I don't know, more empowering, more female, more whatever. They failing. And but anyways, let's keep going because that might keep happening. Yeah.
Okay.
And they insist in formulas that fail. Like we had the Marvels, we had Kamala Khan, Emma Vellani, Miss Marvel there. That it helped the movie, but it didn't help enough. So there's
only so much the girl can do.
Sure. So it's a failed attempt, right? But before that, they made her one of the main characters of the Avengers PlayStation game. Basically the main character, the lead character. Game that was disastrous. It failed in sales. The game was poorly done, and now they made her character again a lead of a Marvel Zombies animation. It was like, woman or not, it's a character that's not delivering. I don't know. Try another one. There's so many other cool characters, female characters that you could use.
They've really just done a bad job. I've been sitting here trying to think of like other Marvel women, and I keep thinking of DC women. So like maybe DC's just done better with women in general. But like they have tried a few women, like we had She-Hulk, we had Black Widow, the Marvels. Like they've tried, they're just doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing because I feel like these women deserve better.
There's this guy that has a theory that I don't know. You might disagree, but he's of the theory that action movies are made for men. When you put a woman there, it's a alien body. It's an alien creature on a universe that shouldn't be hers. But I disagree. I think it works.
Yeah, because I think two of the greatest like action movie franchises feature women strongly.
Yeah, which one is that?
Terminator and Alien.
Yeah, that's right. But
we also have lots of women in Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
and who are just like
in Fast and Furious, you have a lot of people. So
it's true, but I'm saying like
but to lead
and the women
movie
there
is rare. You have those, but then
you
have Leia.
Sure.
You have Leia, but again, Leia is part of a group.
She doesn't actually have a lot of screen time, or like
and she's a part of a group.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough of that. But what were you talking about?
Oh gosh,
the Silver Surfer woman. I hope it doesn't happen. And fans said we will cancel this puppy. We try it. You there?
Yeah. One glimmer of hope. Well, I don't know if this is a glimmer of hope or just kind of a vaguely happy thought. John Hamm said that he would love to play Doctor Doom in the MCU.
But he said that.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't.
That's why I say it's the happy thought and not really a.
You know, sometimes it happens. You know, like Samuel L. Jackson said, "I want to be a Jedi," and
That's
George
true.
Lucas said, "It's like, okay, come," and your lightsaber's gonna be purple.
Oh, did you hear the story about that?
What was it?
He was like, I want a purple lightsaber, and George Lucas was like, no.
Yeah.
Good guys have red.
Yeah.
Or good guys have blue, bad guys have red. That's it.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I want a purple lightsaber. You can have a purple light. Like that was all Samuel L. Jackson.
What did you say?
I know.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, but I want a purple lightsaber.
Yeah. He almost was a villain in an X-Men movie back in the day.
Oh, that would have been cool.
He was a cool villain. He would be Mr. Sinister. Yeah, he does have like the jaw and the face for it.
He's so good as, what is it, Glass? Is it Mr. Glass?
I'm talking about John Hamm now.
Oh, you're talking about John Hamm now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still on Samuel L.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Was good too. Yeah. Even though I'm talking about fail of Marvel, Disney, Mega Corporation taking care of properties, Nick Fury. It was
started up here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wasted.
Oh.
If he never shows up again, nobody will notice.
It would probably be for the best.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Loki.
Yep. Yeah, so one of the Loki creators, Michael Waldron, is going to write Avengers Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, they're changing everything about King Dynasty.
Yeah.
They might even change the name, who knows. But it's a good choice. He did a good job with Loki, and especially the ending. Yeah, give him a movie. Sure.
And Kelsey Grammer says he's confident he'll be back as the Beast.
And of course, nobody would complain. Everybody would love it. But
my millennial heart is very happy.
But again,
at that, I thought.
But again, it's his wishes. It's our wishes too. But our collective wishes, his wishes, is probably gonna end up like Wish, and Disney gonna say whatever and don't do it. But anyways.
Yeah, and one last little dig at Disney. Someone had just way too good of a time on It's a Small World.
Saw the video?
I know, I didn't see the video.
Yeah.
This is not a headline that I think, oh, I should see that.
I follow TMZ, so this thing's popped.
Oh.
And there's a video there. So this guy, he gets out of It's a Small World after all. Is that the right?
What is it? I think it's just called Small World.
Small World. Okay.
Small, whatever.
So it's a small world after all. Jeez, I butchered this.
You sure did. It's okay.
Out of tongue. But anyways, he gets out of the ride and start walking around and breaking things, and people, oh, you're gonna break it.
Oh my god.
No, he doesn't break it. He's risking of breaking things because he's walking where you shouldn't walk.
I was gonna say, however you feel about the song, the ride is iconic.
Yeah, and he does that naked. I mean, not naked. He gets to his tiny speedos, so basically naked.
Yeah.
So yeah, Disney is the happiest place on earth to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are getting too happy.
Way too happy, dude. that almost hurts my feelings because it's such a cute and pleasant ride, and our daughters, especially our oldest, who
uniting the nations and
just
the children from everywhere
you sit back on the
together.
Boat and our oldest, she's just this poor kid. She's scared of everything, and that was the one ride where she was like, yes, I could just relax. She liked it. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Hey,
oh well.
Crazy for every flavor in this guy. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to me about Knights of the Old Republic.
Some reports said that might be alive. It's not a pre-sale. There's nothing. No trailers, but we'll see. There's a lot of people saying no, it's dead, but we'll see.
Okay. There's a new rumor that suggests that Lili Reinhart is in the front runner to play Kara Zor-El.
Which is good. It's good for many reasons. First, she's a blonde, pretty girl.
Yeah, she definitely looks the part.
As Supergirl, and not only that, but the fact that it's faithful to the source material, and with woke agenda everywhere, they changed to make Jimmy black or this, purple or this whatever, and this one would be, if anything, faithful. But we'll see. It's in the air because. They're working on it.
Yeah. Also, speaking of
still about the new DC universe, the guy David Cornsweet. Anyways, whatever his name is.
Okay.
The new Superman was saw on pictures. He's getting He's getting buff.
He's doing the work.
Yeah.
He's doing the work, which a lot of the some of these actors have come out talking about how just brutally difficult it is to get to that physique and maintain that physique, and just how hard. Yeah, so respect. The creators of Smallville have confirmed a fan theory about Chloe. Oh shoot, what's her Sullivan?
Sullivan.
Yeah, about Chloe Sullivan.
Yeah, played by Alison Mack, world famous orgy
sex cult member. So
anyways,
that's a bummer.
She did great on the show. She was a beloved character for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But the theory was, and they said that if it's true, they might be just playing for the fans, like Kevin Feige does all the time. But they said that in the change, if you watch the show, you're gonna realize that changes. Not immediately, but after a couple seasons. The theory was that Chloe Sullivan would eventually become Lois Lane, taking Lois Lane as a pseudonym, and it would make it would I don't know, it would be taking a little bit too much of liberty, considering that Lois has family, has history, and Lois never finds that Superman it's Clark until late in life when they're about to get married, and and all that together. But anyways, they said it's like, yeah, we're planning on doing that. Or were they? We'll never know. They said they were, so okay, fine. But they didn't.
I remember wondering about that at the like the first few episodes. That it just seemed like too much of a coincidence that like one of his besties is this like what's the word?
I felt
like persistent, like aggressive female journalist. Yeah. Like it seemed a little bit on the nose, but
I felt
it became clear that like she was not going to be.
Yeah, I felt
she wasn't
I felt
Lois.
Like,
she was just a good friend, but.
I felt like
anyway.
it was like a heavy reference, heavy inspiration on the characters from the future. She would be a version of Lois in high school. He was a version of Clark in high school because he was a reporter for the what's it called? The
high school paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
The Kryptonian, I don't know. And so we had Pete Ross there. There was a version of Jimmy. So they had like the versions of the characters. I honestly never felt that she could be Lois because it's like talking about love. Lana was his first love and confident. They even became friends after everything was over. And they remained friends. She was the first one to know, and they have this bond almost like after the love, it became almost like brother and sister. And then comes Lois, the love of his life. To put another character there, I never, to be honest, I never thought about it because knowing the character's history, I don't think it would fit for it to become Lois.
Yeah, no, and it became, no, you're totally right. But it's a fun fan theory.
Yeah.
Either way. Okay, way less fun. Tiffany Haddish was arrested for a DUI.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day. Oh, that's just sad.
Camera. Yeah.
That's just sad. Especially because she's so funny. I love whatever she's in. She's so delightful.
Also sad.
It's just extra sad.
Also sad. Game of Thrones fans are losing hope that the book series will never end. I think he wrote 1,000 pages this year, and he wrote 1,000 pages last year, something like that.
I don't know.
And it's still not over. So.
Yeah. So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Another author causing. It's the author of The Witch that said that Netflix never listened to his ideas.
Which is kind of a bummer.
Which I kind of corroborate to the fact that Cavill left.
Cavill left,
because, it's like, you guys know what to do.
He doesn't like the direction of the adaptation. Dolly Parton caused a stir by dressing as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader at, was it one of the Thanksgiving games?
Yes,
or something for a halftime performance?
Yeah, for the games.
And one of the most hilarious things I keep reading is people saying, like, she should dress her age. And to that I say, like, have you ever seen Dolly Parton? Have you heard of her? Do you know anything about her? Like,
I mean,
her whole thing is not dressing the way that people think she should.
Yeah, and forget about the past and what she does or who she is. She look okay. She look in shape, so...
She looks a lot better than I would.
So
in that outfit. So
anyways,
I just
and even if she would, the whole culture of body positive, whatever they call, people shouldn't complain. But anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's last name? Jeez, I'm forgetting names. Christopher Nolan's epic retell of the Manhattan Project. With Cillian Murphy and many other talented people, was released in 4K and sold out.
Yeah, the timing was a little suspicious because Nolan had just come out saying, like, yes, you must own things. You must own the hard copy. Yeah. Because streaming is, corruptible and all the rest.
Nolan says, if you're smart to have physical copies,
yeah.
I'm smart.
Unrelated, here's the release of my film as a physical copy. Totally unrelated. Anyway, you might want to get a physical copy of Bob Hart's Abishola because CBS is canceling it. Yeah, no, you don't need to. It's just
Chuck Lorre shows is another one. Andy Young Sheldon was announced to be the last season starting February. Right. So as Bob versus Abishola.
Bob Hart's Abishola.
Season 5.
Yeah. Which is just fine. Okay.
Let's go to this. We're running out of time.
Oh, sorry. Okay. New Alien movie. Alien Romulus will take place between 2 movies.
Yeah, between Alien and Aliens.
Oh, okay.
No, Aliens. Oh crap! It's between one of those two.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know why that matter because I know because they're saying the visuals will be the same people that did the visuals, so those are gonna be involved. The people that did the visuals for Aliens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, producer Joel Silver has been fired from Amazon Films because apparently he was just really mean to people.
Yeah, Joel Silver, big producer, and apparently he was being mean to people on the Jake Gyllenhaal and Mark Wahlberg.
There you go.
Movie.
Okay, Amazon is reportedly working on another Boys spinoff.
This one in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so far so good. They're batting 1,000.
Oh, the guy from Blue Beetle will be involved.
Okay.
Not the actor, the writer, director. So
I like Blue Beetle.
Diego Luna and Andor. No, Andor is Diego Luna, right?
Yeah.
And some Diego Luna, let's say that.
Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, they proved themselves twice already that they're very good, they're very talented. We'll see what happens.
Yep. Amazon. One more Amazon item. The star of Jury Duty, Ronald Gladden, has signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
With the studios.
The Mark, the victim. Wow, good for him. He was a electric solar cell contractor, salesman,
That's
something
right.
like that. So,
yeah. Okay, Only Murders in the Building. They're gonna air the first season on ABC.
Yeah, they're trying to share properties from the streaming on broadcast because first there's a vacuum caused by the strike, and also it's a good strategy to sell streaming subscriptions.
Yeah, it's not bad. Offering little free samples. Okay, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Ho ho ho! Yes. And to prove that, the movie is going to be re-released on this Christmas season. Not that it needs validation. We already know. We saw Die Hard every Christmas.
It is a beloved Christmas tradition. In fact, I made a Die Hard ornament for our tree.
And it looks cool.
That is pretty cool. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Someone suggested that you should watch Die Hard after Love Actually so that you can see Alan Rickman be punished for everything he does to Emma Thompson. Which seems like, I kind of like that idea.
Oh, wow. People hate Alan Rickman. Okay, I see.
Oh, no, I love Alan Rickman. Just really hate that one particular guy.
Anyways, that's it for this week. You come back next week with so much stuff. You're gonna watch more. If you want to watch a show, Legion on Hulu. Really good. Really good. Old show, but we just start watching now, so just recommend it. But anyways, we're back next week with more. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye, nerds.